Welcome back, everyone, to another Saturday live stream. Let's see who's here early and on time. Postech TV was early, and so is Ken Beard. Keith Cersei is here. Susan Arthur is back. Thor is here. Thor, well, not just Thor, but Susan, Thor, Gaming Cakes, Oblivion. They're all living in the future. It's already December for them. Lobo1G is here. Oblivion is here. Gaming Cakes. Nightbot is here. Watch your P's and Q's. Turn off that caps lock key and don't spit out too many emojis or Nightbot will get you. Let's see. Matthew Walter is here. Adam is here again. Welcome back. Greg Ulray is here from Oregon. Grants Pass, isn't it? Ace the Driver is here. Welcome. So we're going to take a look at Greece. And we'll jump into that in just a minute. Let me do some shout outs here. Dusty, aka Dirty Dog 3436, our top ATS driver for January 2023. Isabella Hagloff, Rob Strecker, aka Lurch, who is with me in the Discord to read your chat.
Howdy, folks. All the usual suspects are here.
That's right. And a few others. Kimmy TV is here. Welcome. Bill Welburn. That's right. Direct from Greece. Bedrock, our top ATS driver from February 2023. Nehai Sniper, our top ATS driver for August 2023. You did not come at the end. You came at the beginning. Just started. From Morocco, I see. Okay, cool. Nicholas XXXN, Susan Arthur, our top Euro truck driver for May 2023. XLT 588 Gaming, Omega Sunrise, our top ATS driver for January. Norwegian Trucker Nicholas, Trucker King 2010, stranded in Massachusetts or somewhere over there because of the Snowmageddon. Big Al 2424, our top ATS driver for December 2023. And our top ATS driver for all of 2023. Well, that's outstanding, Kimmy. Johnny Hansen, Tasmified. Sorry for that. Pilot is here. Ooh, I fixed my stuttering problem in ATS. Sadly, had to remove real companies. What? Thumper in Row. Lobo1G, our top ATS driver for July. Pugwash, our top Euro truck driver for April. Sure, Kimmy. I won't get back to you just yet. I've only got a few more to go. So go ahead, type out your question. Wim55, our top ATS driver for March. Dorisev Ice Bear, our top Euro truck driver for August 2023. FTG Mike B, David Long, aka Shorty, our top Euro truck driver for September. Okay, now I'm driving. Adam's driving a bus now. You get tired of your Peterbilt? Let's see. Z Sullivan 27 is here. Welcome back to the stream. Gaming Cakes. I'm so excited. I ordered my PC later today. Woo, yay. Then it's going to take around a week for everything to get here, then build it up over the weekend, and then I'll be ready to finally play ETS2. That's great. We're looking forward to seeing you in the VTC, logging miles or kilometers. Okay, so while I'm waiting for Kivo to tap out her question, and there it is. Do you know approximately the price of the DLC when SCS will make it available? It will come out next Wednesday on December 4th. I have no idea how much it will be. Probably 12 euros. Guessing. I'm just guessing. Don't forget discounts for... That's right. Thanks, Oblivion. When they release a new DLC, they put everything else on sale. So there'll be opportunities to pick up more DLCs on sale. Oblivion thinks it'll be around 20 euros. I said 12 because it could be 14 or 15. I said 12 because it's kind of small in the scheme of things. We'll look at it in just a minute. Yeah, I'm with Thor on that. 12 to 14. Let's see. Susan says, oh, she's introducing herself to Kimmy. Yep. Yeah, I'm hoping to grab some of the DLCs I'm missing when I get paid. Okay, great. Okay, so let's talk about where we are, where we're going, what we're doing. I have a load. I have a load of beverages. Picking up here at the Shuttle Cola. And Ionina. I don't even know how to pronounce that. Ionina. Okay, I give up. So we are in Greece. I have been around Greece. Yesterday I did a live stream, the first live stream, right after I got, or shortly after I got the early access. And I jumped around on some islands from Athens out to Crete, to Rhodes, to whatever this island is here. And then earlier today, during the members live stream, I picked up a load in Chios, drove across this part of Greece, took a ferry across here to this island. I was trying to knock out all the islands, and delivered here and took this beautiful scenic drive with no trailer, and I'm glad that I didn't bring a trailer because it was crazy. So, and then I took a load from that island over here to where we are now. And as I said, I've already got the load, and we are going to head back to Crete. I wanted to get a load that went to Heraklion, or as I would say it, Heraklion. I'm sure I'm wrong though. So, because it's another city on the Isle of Crete. So, that's what we're going to do. Yeah, you may be right, Adam. I haven't even thought about that. Sitting on a parking lot at the ferry in Bari, ready to invade Greece. Right here. Yes, there's a ferry that goes to Patras. Anyway, we're going to drive down this highway here, this A5, and we're going to jump across a bridge that we saw earlier in the members live stream. We saw a nice looking bridge, so we're going to go do that in my game. Sorry, I thought my game froze up. Maybe it was just my mouse. But let's get on with it. Yeah, I suppose it might look fun. That one earlier today, weren't you here for that, Gaming Cakes? I drove on this scenic drive. This is crazy. I recommend it. When you get the DLC, I recommend coming out to this island and make that drive. Aha, sleeping. Okay. Somebody's got to do it. All right, let's get on with it. Just a reminder, I have no mods installed because this is an early access, and that is a requirement by SCS that I not have any mods. And while you can't see it at the moment, let me fix that. Up at the top, you probably still can't see that. Up at the top, underneath the Stream Elements overlay, it does say early access to Greece, work in progress. So remember, this is a work in progress. We have run across at least one bug. So they'll be tweaking this right up until release and possibly even afterwards. So this is 23 tons of beverages. So it's a heavy load. And I think I've got a sort of a weak engine. I probably got the most powerful stock engine available for this truck. But because I don't have any mods, I don't have any modded engines.
Gaming Cakes added. He woke up and he's like, "Oh no, I missed the stream."
Should be able to go back and rewatch it. The replay, that is.
Thor says, "Who can sleep when Boomer is live?"
Oh, that's nice. I know I can't. I've tried.
Gaming Cakes says, "But on Friday, my brother got a VR headset, and I tried ETS2 on VR, and it is definitely an experience."
I saw your posts, I think, in the Discord on that, and yeah, that I've heard that before.
Thor says, "I see you went full screen again."
Right, that was just a test for members to get some input. We'll play around with that again. But this is what I was talking about. So my face, my head covers up the mirror on the left side. And that was one of the reasons why I did that. The other reason was I see a lot of other content creators doing that. And I wanted to try and get the chat, the live chat on the screen. But that's not critical. Anyway, I know a lot of you guys don't know what we're talking about because you weren't there at the members live stream earlier today. See what you missed out by not being a member or sleeping? So if you are a member and you missed that, you can go watch the replay after this.
And if you're not a member, click that join button there and pick out a level that works for you.
Yep. Any level will do.
D. Sullivan says, "So glad ATS now finally has sliding tandems."
Yes.
Thor would like to see a sliding fifth wheel.
Yes. Although I'd rarely ever use that. Just like in real life.
Gaming Cake says, "What I liked about being in VR is you had more of an idea where your trailer was because you had more depth perception."
Huh. So one of the things that we've noticed yesterday and today is that a lot of the, especially out on the islands, a lot of the streets that you drive on are very narrow.
Speaking of sleeping, Pugwash thought he'd be asleep for this one, but he's wrong.
Are you sure, Pugwash?
He says, "Just pinched myself wide awake." Gaming Cakes is telling Adam that normally I'm awake around 2 p.m. my time and go to bed about 7 a.m. as I play video games with my Canadian friend who's like 7 hours behind me. But right now I'm messing up my sleep schedule for next week.
You know, this terrain reminds me of parts of Utah and California. You know, I would tend to assume that because Greece is surrounded by water, the Mediterranean, the Aegean Sea, things like that, and I would expect it to be more lush, but it's not. Probably because it's so warm, I'm guessing.
Adam says, when I go to a new country, I like to see what loads and industry is keeping the country going.
Yeah.
Cersei says, well, Boomer, how's your day been?
Nice. Had a live stream earlier today and chilled for a bit. Now I'm doing this one.
Comment about the lack of lushness. Gaming Cake says, possibly. Isn't Greece near the equator? Maybe that explains why it isn't as much.
Well, the equator is a long way from here. The equator goes through Central Africa, and that's on the other side of the Mediterranean from here. So no, I mean, it's like Italy. Look at that.
Water. I love water views.
Yeah, I do too.
Willie is here.
Hey, Willie. You know what? Instead of crashing, let me just get a use the camera mode and take a look. That is so pretty. Yes, it is. Why not take a photo?
Yep, Gaming Cakes agrees. Willie says, what's going on?
Driving around Greece, checking out the scenery.
Five Hughes says, hi Boomer, just joined you. When is Greece available to buy?
Wednesday. Make sure you put it on your wish list. There's a link in the description below to go to your Steam, to put this on your wish list. I remembered to put it in.
Adam says Brazil is where the equator splits the country from north to south.
Yeah, where the equator runs through Africa, there's several countries along that.
Clive says, cool, thanks. He says, I can't. Christmas is 3 to 4 weeks away.
You can still put it on your wish list. And then, if it goes on sale, you'll get a notification. Now, it won't go on sale until next year sometime.
I probably wouldn't order Horizon's release.
No, Missouri, when Missouri comes out. Well, and it may not even then, because it might still be too new. Oops. Sorry about that. Wow.
Rujim King is here, says hi.
Who? Oh. Rujim King, welcome to the stream. Alright. Can't read that too well while I'm trying to drive.
Adam says, I cannot believe Hanukkah is the same week as Christmas and New Year's this year.
All right, here comes.
Here.
Hey, Wolf. Here comes that bridge. We're headed for Crete. Let me get a picture of that because this is cool. Rio Antero Bridge. Well, I'm not going to get a picture, but I'm going to look at it. Look at that view, though. Nice blue water. Wait till we get closer.
Gaming Cakes says, I'll be grabbing the rest of the DLCs throughout the next few months, though a lot of the older ones up until the West Balkans are €5 for me right now, so I'll grab all of those when I get my new PC.
Yeah, a lot of those other ones are really dropping in price because now they're older. I mean, when was West Balkans? Was it a year ago now? Or was it earlier this year? I don't remember.
I think it was earlier this year. Thor is tempted to buy that big field 160 on Huron.
That reminds me, we were going to work on harvesting that thing. I forgot. What are you doing?
Gaming Cakes thinks it was sometime start of this year. Wolf says last year. Keith Cersei says early this year.
Yeah, I think it was early this year.
Oh, Keith takes that back and says, "You're right, Wolf. It was last year."
Was it? Huh. Easy way to find out. Go to the SCS blog website. Well, let me see if I can get a decent picture now. I bet not. I should have took the one that I was looking at earlier. Oh, that is some bridge.
Wolf says, "I don't recall exactly. Still haven't finished uncovering the entire area. Might get it in the next year or two." Currently, Gaming Case says he is missing 5 DLCs. Viva la France, Italia, Road to the Black Sea, Iberia, and the West Balkans. Laura says, "Here's a way to wake up. Throw a cup of tea in your face. Not hot, though." That's wasting it. Gaming Case says, "I was going to say coffee, but we don't waste coffee here."
Same here.
Wise words indeed, says Wolf.
Ooh. Stupid tolls.
I was trying to think of some witty thing to say about Wolf and coffee and wasting. I'm like, don't let Wolf catch you doing that with coffee, or he'll do something. Xerxes in the West Balkans. Oh, it says West Balkans and now Greece is what he's missing. Gaming 6 says the Thing is, being British, you would have thought I was all about a cup of tea, but I don't like tea.
Ah.
Thor's defense is, though, if it's cold, it's already wasted.
I'll still drink coffee.
That's when you put it in the microwave for a little bit.
Yeah. But I'll still drink it if I don't want to get up and go to the microwave.
Willie likes mint tea.
Mint?
Yeah.
Huh. We're at this river? Wow, it looks like a river in Arizona.
Gaming Cakes doesn't like to microwave coffee. He'd just drink it cold. I can't stand a cold coffee unless it's like meant to be cold, like a cold brew. Wolf says river? Looks more like a creek.
It didn't even look like a creek, it was just a dry bed. That's why I said it looked like an Arizona river.
Canyon then maybe, says Gaming Cakes. According to Wolf, an Arizona river is nothing more than an occasionally used drainage ditch.
You're not far off.
Gaming Cakes thinks his new PC should be able to handle Farm Sim 25 if he decides to get it.
Good. Any modern PC will. Virtually any modern PC.
Wolf adds, aside from one running down the Grand Canyon. And he adds, now that's a river.
Yeah.
Gaming Cakes is getting a Ryzen 7 5700G and RX 7600 with 32 gigs of RAM.
Oh yeah, you should be able to run Farm Sim at max settings. Or close to it. So here we're rolling into Athens. Oh, and I gotta find a place to sleep. Unless I can make it to the, what do you call it? What do you call it? The ferry. Which I should be able to do. Let's take a look at that. How far do we have to go? There's all kinds of places to sleep here. But we won't need to. We'll recoup some stuff on the ferry ride. Let's see how much time is on the clock. Hour and a half. So can we make it to the ferry in an hour and a half? Not at this speed. But yeah, should be able to.
Well, says that Gaming Cake should be able to run almost anything aside from the new flight sim. We'd need to rent server space from NASA for the new flight sim.
Did you get that, Wolf? I've been hearing some bad stuff, but most of that I've been hearing from Rashid. He always has bad things to say about everything. He's like Mikey. He won't like it. He hates everything.
Thor says we got water running through town. A river in winter and spring and a creek in the summer. Will said no, not willing to invest that much. Gaming Creeks loves Greece. He's really into Greek mythology. When he played Assassin's Creed Odyssey, he fell in love with it because it did everything with ancient Greece really well. Then he adds, good thing I'm not planning on getting Flight Sim 24 then.
Yeah. I've heard some bad things about it. You know, buggy release. Farm Sim 25 has been like that too. I enjoy Farm Sim 25, but it's got some bugs. But they're working on it.
Eric Olson says, I bought the DLC the other day, but I can't access them.
Nope. Not till next Wednesday.
Wolf says, the buggy release is the new normal these days.
Yeah, what's up with that?
And Gaming Cakes agrees. A lot of new games these days come out with so many bugs. They're literally what you're paying for at that point is the bugs and not the game.
One of the new things in this DLC is the ferries are a little different. Some of them. I actually had to back off of one of the ferries. I think that was one of the bugs. Oh. I think I was supposed to go over there.
Eric says, no, I bought an other DLC, not the latest one. You can see them downloaded, but can't play them.
Is it in Steam? Oh, here comes the rain.
Yes.
What's that?
Eric said yes.
Okay.
And
So
somebody else asked which ones, and he said cargo.
it should download and become available if you logged into your World of Trucks account.
Says, did you see the new flight sim video where 747 is flying in space?
No. I haven't watched any of the new flight sim stuff. I got most of my clock back, so we're good. But now it's 3:10 a.m. I'm thinking I ought to go over here and find a sleep trigger and sleep it off until daylight. I think I missed the turn. Oops. Is that a Ferris wheel? I wouldn't have seen that if we hadn't been here at night. Look at that. That's pretty cool.
Kick said if you were playing when it downloaded, you might have to reload the game for them to take effect.
Yeah. Yeah, it won't install when you're in the game. Probably. It definitely won't download if you're running any Steam game.
Been trying for 3 days.
Have you rebooted your computer?
Wait, are you saying you don't have ETS2 already?
Who?
Eric, is he says, so I'll have to download ETS2. I wasn't playing it though.
Yeah. You gotta have Euro Truck installed to see any of the DLCs. You gotta have the base game to do anything. You have to have Euro Truck installed, or American Truck Simulator, depending on which DLC. What?
He says he has it.
You have the game installed and running. I mean, you've run it. Okay. Well, you got us all excited when you said, asked the question, do I have to have the game?
DLCs become part of the game, Eric. They're not separate things that you play.
Right, they add on to, they enhance the game. Okay, I messed this up. So if it's a cargo DLC, which one is it?
Says I know that, but I don't see any of my content.
Which DLC is it?
Or says it's going to be a blindside reverse.
Yeah. Yeah, I was distracted, so I didn't figure that out right away. So Eric, do you remember which DLC it is? It's not really that tough, Gaming Cakes, once you set it up properly, and I didn't do that initially because I was distracted. Never try to back into a spot when you're distracted. Ah.
Special transport high power.
High power. Well, special transport is a DLC. So those loads will show up on the load board. As a matter of fact,
Ken brings up a good point. Not some cities may not have the cargo that you want.
Right. So Eric, if it's a bundle, probably the special transport and I don't know about high power, but So let me go out here to the title screen. And let's see if we can sort out, because I have all the DLCs. Cargo packs. So, oh, high power. Okay, I didn't. It's been so long, I forgot it was called that. So special transport, high power. So that's things like the helicopter, driller, yacht, blah 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 blah. So let me show you how that works. We'll get right back into it. Yep, Wolf is right again. Okay, so if you go into the jobs, go to the job board, go to freight market. Okay, and so what you're looking for special transport, if I can find one. Search for that. Oh, but I can filter for it. That's right. So go here to the over here, and what is it?
Or says to see the loads, you need the right trailer for the job.
No, special
transports
transport
have their own.
Right, they have their own trailer. Okay, here anything that's marked like this with the red and white, that's a special transport or the other one. Okay, and you have to look for these on the freight market. So you don't use your own trailer for these. Well, some of them, not the special transport, but there are some that you do. So, like this. There's the yacht. There's a big yacht. Okay. So you notice I don't have any city selected. I'm just looking at everything on the freight market. That's where these show up at. Okay. So now you know how to look for them. And actually, I want to find a sleep trigger because I don't like driving in the dark and in the rain when I'm trying to sightsee. So there's one right there. We'll go there and. But anyway, freight market for the special transport loads, they're all fairly short. So you want to filter on job length, and then they'll start showing up. So you want to look at the shorter loads. And don't select a particular city. However, if you go to your company here in the menu and go to email, you can go to special transports. And it will tell you which cities have special transport loads. So in Greece, we could go to the city we just left, Ionia, whatever the heck it is. Okay, that had a special transport load. I didn't look for it. Athens, Thessalonica. So that's another way to find out where they are. Look at that email.
And yes, that would be the same for ATS.
Exactly.
Thanks, man.
We are here to help. You should join our Discord and hang out with us, and we can help with other things too. So is this the sleep trigger place? Because there it is. Son of a gun.
Or says no babysitting though.
Yeah.
Yep. We don't do diapers. We don't do babysitting.
Bring your own food and coffee. Bring your own coffee. Okay. So
Speaking of
actually,
coffee, link in the description below. There you can buy coffee for Boomer or anybody else listed there.
um, so
Yeah,
I was
Ken, no race miles.
Yes, no race miles. So there's special transport. There they are. So that's the icon right there. The other thing I was going to look at, so turn that off, and I wanted to look at helicopters. No. Which one is that?
Wolf says they don't even supply coffee. Cheapskates.
High value. Because the helicopter load's kind of cool. So is the big yacht. Where's that helicopter load? What's the filter for it? I would have thought that this would have been at.
Gaming Cake says the heavy cargo is fun, especially when you have to turn onto one of those really small intersections.
Yeah. Anyway, so back to this. We're in daylight. Let's see. We could go to, I'd like to go to Thessalonica. Where is that? Right there. If there's a load to Thessalonica, oh wait. Or Mytilene. That's the last island for my collection. MIT. There's one right. Oh, jeez. And that's a super. What is that?
Super chat.
Spend it like you want. Oh, coffee or Farm Sim 25 server at half price. Yeah, link to the Discord is in the description below. So let's take this load. How heavy is it? 24,700 kilos. Let's go visit that last island. Yeah, let's just go do that. Thank you, Thor.
Wolf says, get to the chopper.
Yeah, I was looking for the chopper. Chopper. So where are we picking this load up at? Right around the corner. Huh. I kind of wanted to make this drive, but another time. Yeah, what I was doing. Get out of the map. That's what I'm doing.
Gaming Cake says, so Boomer, what's your initial thoughts on the Grease DLC so far?
I love it. It's awesome. You should get it. Link in the description below. You know what? Maybe we ought to go get fuel before we pick this load up.
The special transport you were getting?
No.
Okay.
No, I was just showing them how to do that.
Gaming Cake says, okay, give money and I'll buy it here. Buying the Peterbilt dealer yet? Asked Wolf. Thor says, my thoughts, SES has done it again.
Yep. Although he says have. That's a non-American way of saying has. I've noticed. That's because Americans treat a company or refer to a company in a different way. We refer to a company as a singular entity. So we would say has done it again. The company has done it again. And I've noticed a lot of people, not American, will say have, because they treat the company as a multiple entity, a plural entity. It's just an observation I've made over time. Oh, I guess I could have gone that way instead of backing up. Yeah, this was silly.
Yeah, Pilot Bro says, also English is weird.
Yes, English is weird. And we're referring to American English, not English English. But even English English is weird.
As Gallagher would say, why do they call them buildings when they're already built?
Yeah, and George Carlin, why do we drive on the parkway and park on the driveway?
Mm-hmm. American English is what Pilot Pro says.
Yeah, I never really thought about that too much before I heard George Carlin say that. Why do we drive on the parkway but park on the in the driveway? Yeah, so what are we hauling here? Excavated soil. Apparently they need dirt out on this island.
Why do they call them cowboys? Cows are girls, bulls are boys.
Yeah, and not only that, they don't ride the cows. Or the bulls. Well, sometimes they ride the bulls at a rodeo. But they do herd the cows.
Says in Danish, have means graden.
Means what? Graden?
Graden? Graden?
What's graden mean? Garden.
Okay. Misspelled it.
What is it? 6:19 in the morning. Oh, Super Chat. That's what that is. I couldn't remember what the name of that thing was when Thor did that. It's Super Chat.
I said that.
I wasn't listening to you. I was rummaging through my own memories. So we're going to get right back on that ferry.
Andrew Black is here.
Welcome back. Welcome to Greece. Or in this case, Crete. We are on the island of Crete. Yeah, I almost missed it. Better get inside this time. Last time I did this, I brushed up against the side, but not the interior wall, but rather the gangway chain thing. All right, where are we going? Oh yeah, we're going to that. Oh, so we have to go back to Athens first, then take a different ferry over to that other island. So let's take a look at the map, and looks like we're leaving out of the same ferry. This time we're going to... Wait. Oh, we're taking 2 more ferry rides. Oh. We're going to Chios. Oh, that's what Drive was. Was that Drive that asked me that earlier? Can you go up to the second deck? I hope I don't have to back down this. I don't even know if I can get up it. I can't believe it's letting me do this. Oh, I'm rubbing up against the side.
Away or Exanway? Say? We'll say sightseeing inside the boat.
Yeah. Who said what?
Exanway?
It's yeah, I can't even pronounce that. How do we get down?
Turn around, go back down.
I guess so. Or I could drive off the edge. Oh, wow.
Andrew Black says would not like to do that with a long trailer on.
No.
Will says Geronimo. Laura says, I like that you now are driving onto the ferry and in one end and out the other. I think it's always been that way.
Yeah, but it didn't look like it. One of the ferries I got on today, after I materialized into a new location, I had to back out. I can't believe it let me come up here. I bet I could have driven right off the end.
Exanue? Kind of phonetically spelled it out there. Is that right? Exanue? Then they say Nordic DLC would be crazy.
I was thinking there was going to be a ramp like that on the other side I could drive down. Okay. If any of you do this and drive off the end, I want to see a picture of what happens in the Discord.
Or a video clip.
Or better yet, video clip. That would be even better. All right, we're going to Chios. We are having fun with ferries. And now it's dark.
Not as much fun as the Texas ferry one.
Oh. Get off me, wolf!
Or says because it's close to home, Nordic DLC will be a hit for him.
Yeah.
Exangue says after Belarus and Ukraine release, SDS will run out of maps for Euro Truck.
No. Middle East and Africa. Iceland. Oh, look, there we got rain again. What time is it? 3:02 a.m.
And the rest of Turkey's the store.
Yes. And the rest of Turkey.
Wolf says would have been easier to just put dirt directly on the boat.
So I'm looking for that sleep trigger. Was it down here or was it on the other side? Oh, it's right here. I'm tired of this rain. Ah, and darkness. Look at that. That is beautiful.
Grab a fishing pole, says Wolf.
But I know what this is about.
says Ukraine is huge and Benelux is small and dense. The contrast, man, when SCS finally reworks it.
Huh. I don't know what that's about. If you do, let the rest of us know.
Adam just went to a service station to fill up his bus, and it took holds a 600-liter tank. Is that how big coach bus tanks are?
I don't know. I've never driven one. 600 liter? Maybe. Look how narrow this street is. This is what I was talking about earlier. Narrow streets, like alleys. Can you imagine driving an American big old truck down here? I've done it in the US, and it was uncomfortable. And I'd be okay never doing it again. All right, there's a photo opportunity here.
Yeah, Cambeard also brings up the point, when the war is over, we'll have Russia.
Right. Castle of Mytilene. Boy, it's hard to see that. Huh. Might need to get that from a different angle.
Susan says only if it was one way.
Yeah. Well, I'm pretty sure it was, but I've been on narrow roads that are not one way. Oh, okay, so this is much bigger.
It's actually what got me into Euro Truck, was seeing videos online of somebody playing a mod, Most Dangerous Road. It's just a whole bunch of narrow roads on this high mountain or whatever. It's trying to navigate it. Adam has to use both mirrors when driving an American truck on a one-lane road.
Yes, you do. Because you need to see whether or not you're getting too close on either side. I mean, it's not just narrow roads like that, but even at drop yards. And you may have to drive in between two other trailers. And your mirrors just barely fit. Really? Jerk. Either wait or don't. But don't pretend to wait.
And it's kind of like driving a WM truck down an alley to pick up dumpsters.
Yeah, I'll bet it is.
Anyway, says that Heart of Russia has been on their shelf for almost 3 years, so he doesn't think it's got a chance.
Oh, I think so. If the war, well, whenever the war is over, I mean, they'll have to update it because they've come out with a lot of new stuff since then.
Thought I heard somewhere that it was basically ready to go. They
It
just
was.
put it on hold.
It was ready to go. I think they were done with it when the war broke out. But I'm saying that I would think that they would just update it with new stuff that they've added since it was ready to go. I mean, think of all the things that has been, however, the game has been improved over the last 3 years. New features.
Yeah, like Pilot says, there's been many in-game changes since, so adding those things would be beneficial to keep the quality up.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't need to turn that off. Keep forgetting it's their trailer.
Thor says, can recommend to the driving academy to learn how to place your truck for small roads and alleyways.
Take a look at the map. So there's a few different places here to get loads. This would be a neat drive, I think. Well, let's see. Is there anything going to Thessalonica? That is spelled Thess. One right there. Ooh, we get to drive to the end of the island. Let's go do that. We've got 53 kilometers to drive. The ship out there? Yes, it is.
Zangue says, I remember when you made your first ATS video, you'd be surprised at my Discord username.
What? What is it? And are you already in our Discord community?
Adam says, when I was on a cruise in the northern Atlantic, I could see mostly Nova Scotia and New Brunswick, maybe Maine. It was getting dark, but I could see the lighthouses.
I bet that was neat.
Trockaplex.
Oh. Yeah. Are you still in the Discord? Seems to me, well, but you were, I think. And we might even be friends on Steam.
Oh, it says I know that name.
Yeah. So what's up with this new name? Okay, I just gotta have a look at this. This is so nice. Look at that. Sailboats, villas, or apartments, or whatever they are.
Says it's harder for people to find you if you have a different username across social media.
Yeah, what are you trying to hide? It's the fuzz, man. It's the fuzz. Got a street sweeper up ahead? Yes, those things are slow.
Adam says, to me, this is a street, not a road. Talking about those one-way streets. And Wolf says, speed bump.
Wow, that is so pretty out there. Ooh.
Arthur says, makes me wish I could get into my screen and jump into that water to cool down.
But you got water in Melbourne. And Melbourne's on the southern coast, right?
Billy says it's an hour and a half until December. Be 2.5 here in the Central Time Zone and 3.5 for you.
Yep.
Or is it 4.5? Are you East Mountain or Pacific?
Pacific.
Okay, then it'd be 4.5. Thor says December is 4.5 hours old for me.
And it's even older than that for Susan.
Yep. Susan, who says the beach is a long way from where I live.
Okay. Don't you have a pool at that complex? Your apartments?
Sanway lives in Dallas, so it's 2.5 hours from now for him.
Well, you're 2 hours different than me. Well, kind of doesn't matter. It's coming up. However many hours it is.
Susan says no.
I guess I can go this way.
Wolf says hard to believe it's almost December. Just now getting used to writing 2024 on stuff.
Yep. It won't be long before we'll be writing 24 on stuff when we mean to do 25.
It's 2:35 p.m. where Susan is.
In December.
Yeah. Yes, the 1st of December here, says Susan. Anyway, sees the East Coast as a doomsday. People saying the game's scale is incompatible with the small state lines.
Yeah, but is that really any different than some of the Baltic states? Lithuania, Latvia, and Estonia? I mean, they're about a similar size for some of the states in the U.S. On the East Coast. I mean, Virginia's not small, and neither are the Carolinas. Well, South Carolina's kind of small. Comparatively.
Ed, I guess the issue is the density. Like small states with New York, Baltimore, and Philly would be a nightmare.
Yeah, well, Maryland is small. And to me, New Jersey is small, but, I mean, you can do it. You might have to adjust the scale. I don't know.
Adam says North Carolina, New York, Pennsylvania, Virginia, Georgia, and Florida are big states on the East Coast.
Yep. And I think Florida is the biggest.
Anyway, says it takes 80 miles from New York to Philly. They can't make the 120 scale with room to spare. It's obvious.
How far? New York to
80
Philly?
miles?
That's it? Ooh-wee. Lock it in.
Adam says if you look at the outline of those states that are large states and take hours to drive from one end to the other.
Well, Florida is like that, even though it's a, it's a L shape or angle iron shape. But to go from, like, say, Miami to the capital, I can't even think of the name of it. It starts with a P.
Pensacola? No.
No, but that's actually an even better example. So from Miami to Pensacola, Tallahassee is the capital. But to Pensacola, I mean, it would take you all day to make that drive. I don't know what it is in miles, but it's a long drive. If you were to go into Google Maps and map it, It'll be several hundred miles, I'm sure. Did I miss the turn? Oh, wrong way. Alright, new here, tourist. That's my story and I'm sticking to it. All right, I forget where we're going.
Says, compared to Connecticut and Massachusetts, DFW and Phoenix are huge. The Northeast will be a nightmare, like all the loads of beltways, rivers, bridges, tunnels, tollways, etc.
Yeah, I really didn't like driving through most of the Northeast. Massachusetts, Connecticut. Oh, I hated Connecticut. Rhode Island. I mean, once you get out of the bigger cities, it's not so bad, but... Oh, so we gotta go here to get there? Really? Didn't even look at that. Look at the map quick. So we gotta go from here now. Oh, I thought there would have been a ferry that went straight there from here. Oh, there was, right? I got on the wrong one. Oh well.
Gaming Cakes wonders which part of the world they plan to renew next, because they just did Germany.
And before that, they did, well, I mean, they did Germany off and on, but Switzerland. Well, maybe they'll do the Nordic countries when they do Nordic Horizons. Maybe they'll update some stuff in the existing area. Okay, so Kavala, that's where we're going. So this is the first time that I've been in this area, this here town. Ooh, look at that up there. Kavala Fortress. Ooh, that's kind of a nice picture too. We try it during the current light and daylight. Cool.
Gaming Cakes thinks the UK is due for a rework soon. as it's not been updated since the
Overdue.
game came out.
Overdue. Man, this is nice. They really did a good job. Again. While we're waiting, let's look at it. You know what? We have 182 kilometers to go. I haven't been doing shout outs since the very beginning. JJ Man, 1982, Thor Rasmussen, our top Euro truck driver for July, and our top Euro truck driver for 2023, Ipswich, Nick. David H74, RD04 Dave, our top ATS driver for March 2023.
Treasure O is here.
Treasure! Troken, Douglas Williams, JC Drives, our top Euro truck driver for March, Matthew Roth. I'm sorry guys, I was so busy sightseeing and answering questions I completely forgot to do shout outs. There's just so much to see.
Of course, this 2023 seems a long time ago.
It does. Thomas Berger, Tazzy291, Lee Jenkins, Doom3, Bumpkin Air, Lee01 Mister, Jennifer Roth, CJ Johns 31, Phantom 6767, our top Euro truck driver for October. Osiris 9216, Ryan, Colin Percival, Oblivion, Pancake Man, Jesse 2670, Oztech TV, Stiggy Stigs 122, Dustin Simbro, Grumpy Gruntpod Gaming, Hunter Toller, our top ATS driver for August. Ooh. We're going this way.
Gaming Case says you're enjoying Greece too much. That's all it is, Boomer.
I am.
Anyway, loved Turkey, but